Someone who's in charge of creating a training regimen for their staff needs to incorporate all necessary topics to cover their bases so they prevent a breach. If you only cover part of HIPAA laws, regulations, and related requirements, then you could face serious consequences in the future. So what information do you include? Hi everyone, I'm Matt from eTactics, and today I'm going to talk about 4 topics that meet HIPAA training requirements for employees. Before we get started though, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. While you're down there, hit that alert bell icon next to it as well, so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. One of the first modules administered to employees of a covered entity or business associate should cover the privacy rule. It applies to health plans, healthcare clearinghouses, and healthcare providers that deal with ePHI, aka if you work with patients or you work within healthcare at all, the privacy rule is for you. The privacy rule requires the implementation and maintenance of appropriate safeguards to protect data. It also sets standards concerning permitted uses and disclosures of PHI. The rule stipulates when it's necessary to obtain written consent from a patient to disclose this data. Furthermore, it outlines patients' rights to their PHI. The security rule is the next important topic to cover. The technical, administrative, and physical safeguards of this rule impact every employee's day-to-day activity, especially their electronic activity. Because of this, all employees of covered entities and business associates must receive training on the security rule. It should also include any protocols that the entity has implemented to prevent, detect, contain, and correct security violations. Therefore, the module covering the security rule should be specific to the organization that's implementing and requiring the training. The HITECH Act covers topics relevant to electronic health information and its supporting technology. The Act addresses the privacy and security concerns associated with sharing of ePHI. Training on the HITECH Act should cover the 4 categories of violations, each reflecting a higher level of culpability. It should outline the different penalties since the HITECH Act establishes different tiers for each violation. The module should also highlight all revisions of the Act as well. This includes updates like the penalties involved with breaches unknown to the covered entity. Once an employee takes training regarding the HITECH Act, they should also understand the Omnibus final rule. The purpose of this rule is to strengthen existing privacy and security measures established within the HITECH Act. The rule also made business associates and subcontractors directly liable for their compliance with HIPAA. In turn, they would be responsible if they caused a HIPAA violation. The HHS outlines many standards that any covered entity or business associate needs to abide by. Even though the HHS requires training, it doesn't specifically outline what information to include. All healthcare employees have been through some sort of HIPAA training, but some of these programs may fall short since the law is vague about important topics. If employees miss details, then they won't be as prepared to follow the laws. Because of this, you need to make sure that you cover all regulations to meet the HIPAA training requirements for your employees. If you'd like to learn more about HIPAA training requirements for employees by topic, what they are, and training requirements, reach out to eTactics. And you already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below. Well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our YouTube channel.